Shalom is your first phone, so I do not give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Al-Shai, Bashem, Kakadash, the bonds of the apostles, and all great millstone for teaching us his truth, peace, and blessings to the hope of Israel. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in Hebrew, Bashem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the Beyond Son. Back in our lesson, and as seen in the title, the M.O.T.B is on its way. It's quite literally at the door. As you've been seeing the foundation and the infrastructure that the devil has been laying out in order to usher in and bring about this beast system, which will be ran through that M.O.T.B, which is the RFID chip, which is, pretty much going to be that universal remote. Everything is to be ran through that. Just how you have a universal remote that pretty much, goes to, everything in your house. Just, using that as an example. But, I have this video, which I had for, a good while now, but, Spirit jumped on me to, go into it. And you see similar videos like this right here. We have people, now paying with the palm of your hand, or palm of their hand, seeing these different apps that are being pushed out on Amazon One. But you just see how they're moving towards a digitized system, a digitized currency. Now you really have these other nations, leaving the US dollar behind. So people are going to be looking for, something so-called bigger and better, which is going to be that RFID chip, which they have been planning to, push out for a while now. So I do want to play this real quick, get this out the way, get a couple scripts that came to mind, and Lord's will lesson be edifying and to the point. So let's start.
I'm at Whole Foods and I'm about to pay for my groceries with my... It'll work. That's the coolest thing ever.
And you already know how, lazy these people in, Babylonian, or I don't say Babylonian people are, but people in Babylon the Great are. So once they see something that makes their life a little so-called easier, they're going to hop right along with it. Because I remember making this a while back where you had this one dude. I believe it was an app where you could pre-purchase things, whatever the case was. So you could go and get your stuff and, not have to wait in line. And this, big Edomite was like, oh man, this is amazing. I don't have to wait in line and do this and that anymore. And you're also seeing things dealing with the Neuralink. People already, wanting to get that as we speak. Especially all these promises that Elon Musk has said. Because he came out and said that you'd be able to listen to music within your brain. As well as all these miracles that they would be performing on left hand side through the technology. So you're going to have a lot of people, seeing the so-called, benefits, in receiving it. Especially dealing with Jake. Coming to find out that you're able to listen to music within your brain. No need to carry your phone or wallets anymore, this and that. So you're going to have many people lining up to take this thing, man. But as you see over here, I believe this is Amazon One that she's using right here. Paying with the palm of their hand. And you can see a few similar things in China. People scanning their face to pay. And you're seeing the system that they are moving towards. So let's get a couple of these scriptures. Kick it off to Revelation 13, 16 through 17. Which is the main point. And you should know the scripture by now already. Because these are the steps that are being taken to introduce this thing. And he called to both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And this is why it's important to look into etymology of words, so that you know what these scriptures are speaking of. Because when you go into that word mark in the Greek, it goes into the word charagma, which then goes into the word scratch and etch. So it's showing you to say a physical mark. As a cut to these other groups, I want to push that the M.O.T.B is spiritual when that's not the case. This is small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And people will try to use this to, say that they're able to take it in the left hand and use it as a loophole. But when you get in Revelation 14 and 9, it goes into both hands, So you have Jake, trying to outsmart the Most High, trying to find loopholes, Jake is through, man. But they receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, as y'all see in Elon Musk dealing with his Neuralink. Also, companies pretty much following in suit, creating similar things. But verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And very soon, you won't be able to buy nor sell without it. And exactly why you're going to have many Israelites end up buckling under that pressure and giving in and taking that M.O.T.B. And you see what took place back in, or you saw what took place back in 2020. That was nothing but a trial run, a pop quiz for the true test to come. Dealing with the juice, the mandates that were put into place and how your job was pretty much, threatened. You had a lot of jakes that end up taking that thing, man. So if you failed the pop quiz, if you failed the trial run, imagine when the true test is in place. So imagine when everything is literally locked behind that M.O.T.B, you're going to have a lot of those same Israelites end up taking it, man. But one more time from on top of that, no man might buy or sell, so you won't be able to do anything without it. And you're going to have a lot of these jakes that like to raise these questions. And what are we going to do? How are we going to eat? How are we going to survive? Put your faith and trust in our power, Yahweh Bashim Shai. You can get throughout many scriptures how the Lord's going to take care of us, man. And you get in Isaiah 8 and 20. Once this is put into place, once this is mandated and pushed out, we're no longer going to be relying upon these devils, man. But upon our true power, once again, Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's where we're going to put our faith and trust in, man. And that's who's going to take care of us in these last days. Why you're going to have many Israelites running to Esau, Edom for help. Which is a unwise choice. Now, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, now it says, "Let Satan should avenge us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So we see ultimately what this is leading up to. This is just clear as day, conditioning you for that charagma. Getting you used to these types of things. So when it's in place, you're not surprised by it. Now it says Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. It's also a good scripture. Now it says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and not right grievances which they have prescribed," going to these draconian laws and measures that they're going to push out in order to try to force your hand. And then you go to the word draconian, goes into harsh, strict. And you saw what took place back in 2020, dealing with the lockdowns, dealing with the restrictions that were in place. There was a limited amount of things that you could do without having that juice. So imagine when that M.O.T.B is in place. And you also how people were fined or even jailed for not wearing a mask. There's Revelation 2 and 10. I'm trying to be careful with my words. Don't want to say too much because that's how many brothers' channels got taken down. That's how I got my first channel taken down. It was Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. And we will be persecuted, we will be hated, we will be despised for not taking this thing. Just as, year 2020, people looked at us like we were crazy for not wanting to take that concoction that Esau cooked up. They called you selfish, all sorts of things, man. You don't care about the people around you, don't care about your family, this and that, all this stuff, man. And look what happened. A lot of people were taken out from that thing, man. And the same people that were advocating for it, But as fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast you into prison that ye may be tried. You're going to these FEMA camps. Martial law centers, whatever the case may be. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast you into prison that ye may be tried. And you shall have tribulation 10 days, going to a certain period of time. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So there's a reward and a prize waiting for us at the end of that finish line. We just got to keep pushing forward. We got to keep enduring. And pray that the Lord, keeps his spirit upon us, man. Now we got a couple more. That'd be on that right there. It's Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Now it says, "Because thou hast kept the my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world." What's that hour of temptation will be? Mainly when the M.O.T.B is presented in front of us. So you can be presented with a choice, and only one of them is correct. But you have an illusion of two choices, man. But in reality, there's only one correct choice. But you're gonna have many of these Israelites end up, picking the wrong thing, thinking they chose so-called life. In reality, you chose death, man, by taking that thing. "Because I was kept my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." We see the Lord's going to give us the strength and the spirit in order to endure these coming times, as well as to deny that charagma. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. Actually, I was going to get this first. Revelation 14, 9 through 10, going to that judgment that you will receive if you do take that M.O.T.B. This is not to be, taken lightly. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9 through 10. Now it says, "A third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image," and how to do that? By the way of receiving that mark, because that goes to show that you are in agreement with it. You are making Esau Edom your God, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and it shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. That fire and brimstone is going to be those thermonuclear missiles. That's in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which that Lamb being Yahweh Shai. But I brought up that point earlier, reading Revelation 13:16, dealing with it, being in the right hand. But as we see right here, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So either hand you take it and you will be destroyed. You have people trying to trying to outsmart the Lord. Get out of here. Trying to find loopholes in order to not be destroyed. What if I get it in this hand and then take it out after? No. You take that thing, you will be destroyed, man. You will be put to death. As Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 close out with this. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Now, what does that vision speak of? The prophecies. Now, we're in those appointed times as written and spoken within scriptures. And the M.O.T.B. in Revelation 13:16 is a heavy end time prophecy, man. And that's one of the main prophecies that need to take place before World War III, is kicked off. For the vision yet for an appointed time, but I speaking out loud, though, tarry, wait for it, because it surely come. It will not tarry, meaning it will not delay. These things will happen, and it will come to pass. But that's pretty much the point right there. I had that video for a good while now, and I just want to make it less go into it. Just regarding the M.O.T.B. and how they are planning to push this thing out. So one, you do a sprint probably how Bashma Shai to stay away from it. Do not take that charagma. And if you do, you will be destroyed, as Revelation 14:9-10 go into that judgment. But that's the point. Those will get the point across, and you're edified. Doing close out and give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Bashma Shai, Bashma Kakadash. Everyone to the apostles, and else great Milton for teaching us his truth, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom. See you next one. Lord's will.